Ford Model T Runabout. Ford did not invent the pickup truck. Its customers did. Through the early 1920s, farmers stripped rear decks off Model T Roadsters. On April 25, 1925, Ford released a factory version of that modification. The cargo bed measured 56 by 40 by 13 inches. It bolted onto the standard Roadster chassis with no structural changes. The price was $281. First-year sales reached 33,800 units. Ford invoiced the bed separately from the chassis to dodge excise tax. American farmers invented the pickup in their barns. Ford charged $281 for it. Ford F-Series. Ford marketed its blue-collar work truck as new truck luxury. In 1948, Ford launched the F-Series under codename Bonus Built. Three payload classes arrived together: F1, F2, and F3. The million-dollar cab replaced split glass with one curved windshield. Heavier leaf springs and longer wheelbase were tuned for load bearing. The 1948 F1 half-ton launched at $1,234. As of 2023, 46 consecutive years as America's best-selling truck. A revolutionary new platform running engines Ford had built since the 1930s. Chevrolet 3100 Advanced Design. The toughest truck in America was designed by a Cadillac stylist. In 1947, Chevrolet launched General Motors' first completely new post-war vehicle. Design chief Harley Earl, famous for chrome-laden Cadillacs, led the styling. Earl welded the cab into a single unisteel shell, seamless at every corner. A three-man bench seat and the first factory heater in any American truck. By 1949, the 3100 captured 40% of all American truck sales. 2 million advanced design trucks rolled out of Chevrolet factories by 1955. Chevrolet beat Ford with a wider seat and a working heater. Dodge Power Wagon. Dodge took a military truck and sold it to farmers. During World War II, the WC series hauled artillery across terrain that stopped everything else. In 1946, Dodge released the civilian version, stripped of military markings. It was the first mass-produced four-wheel drive pickup sold to the American public. A front-mounted winch pulled 10,000 pounds. A power takeoff ran field equipment. Dodge built the Power Wagon from 1946 to 1968 with almost no changes. 22 years of production. Same frame, same axles, same purpose. A truck sold to loggers for pennies, now auctions for six figures. Ford F100. In 1953, Ford redrew the line between work truck and family car. Post-war suburbs created buyers who hauled lumber and drove to church. Ford rechristened the half-ton F-Series the F100 and widened the cab. A one-piece curved windshield expanded glass area by 50%. The Power King overhead valve V8 replaced the old flathead engine. A new F100 left the showroom for $1,330 in 1953. Ford built the F100 for just 4 model years, from 1953 to 1956. Hot rodders have been chasing those 4 years for 7 decades. Chevrolet El Camino. America's most distinctly American car truck was copied from Australia. The Australian Ford Ute had been in production since 1934. In 1957, Ford launched the Ranchero and stung Chevrolet's planners. Chevrolet grafted a cargo bed onto the Brookwood station wagon platform. Unibody construction welded cab and bed into a single steel shell. The structure resisted flex as one unit, feeling tighter than trucks. The El Camino sold 22,246 units in 1959, beating the Ranchero. Chevrolet One declared it a failure, killed it, then quietly returned. Ford F-150, 7th generation. America's toughness symbol was engineered as a fuel economy project. By 1979, 2 oil shocks had hammered American consumers and federal mandates. Ford spent 3 years reshaping the truck from the ground up. Engineers lowered the hood, raked the windshield, and cut wind resistance. Independent front suspension replaced the solid axle on 2-wheel drive models. Ford sold 500,000 F-Series units in the 1980 launch year alone. In 1982, the F-Series became America's best-selling vehicle, period. Ford's efficiency project became America's toughness symbol. Nobody ever corrected the record. Ram 1500, 4th generation. Chrysler launched it the same month it filed for bankruptcy. In May 2009, Chrysler filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. In Warren, Michigan, workers finished tooling a completely redesigned truck. Every American full-size pickup in 2008 used leaf springs at the rear. Ram replaced them with a multi-link coil spring rear suspension. The Ram box cut lockable, waterproof storage directly into the bed walls. Ram 1500 sales rose 20% in the truck's first year. A truck launched during bankruptcy became the argument Chrysler deserved to survive.